Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to Steins Gate. I knew something was happening to my throat last session. I had to take a day off. As you can tell, something's going on. Got a bit of a weird throat virus thing that's going on around the area. But I'm going to push through this because I'm not going to read everything that I'm seeing, and I do want to play the game. So I mean, that's why we're here. We're going to give it a shot. I might not last forever. Forever. I might not last very long, but we're going to see how long I can push this for a really quick session into the new chapter here. Things are about to get crazy. This guy's vast and the color ominous. So he's going to have another dream, is what I'm imagining. Oh, things. That's. The whole visual changed. There's nothing here. Wasteland stretches to the horizon. Is my voice really annoying, though? Because I have no idea what you're all hearing until it's going to be too late. No plants, no water, no sun, no moon. No warmth, no gold. Not a single breath of wind. It looks like hell. A frozen world. It can't be Earth. Mars? I could believe. Why am I here? It's in your head, man. Must be a dream. And I said I wasn't going to read everything. Let me just read it to myself so I can preserve my throat. Or is he? Is he, yeah, lucid. I was going to say somewhere in between. Dream world. Like his thoughts are kind of out there. Is that sort of thing, you know? It's very quiet. Sense of time, right? The whole time dilation thing and what might be going on there. Was that a heartbeat? Time, it's a human concept. I mean, that's the weirdest one to look into. I mean, that would make people crazy. That one can make people crazy. The philosophy behind time, but even just, I'm not going to get into it. Let's just let's move on. It hurts my breath. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, bro. Feeling ya. I'm feeling ya. Okay. Really? To be frozen in time. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, that's kind of worse, right? Worse? Is it worse? Is it worse? Is that how you want to word it? Listen, a couple thoughts are going through my head. Who am I? I can barely recall. Well, stop calling yourself different names. Maybe that'll help. So you can hear the voice again. Bam. Oh. Okay. A pleasant voice. Okay. Look at that. It's getting freaky all of a sudden, huh? It's also weird without having music playing in the background because this game is always playing something in the background. So it's actually a really good stylistic choice that I mean, it's obviously intentional, right? But it gets to this, and like even just the way that this scene is presented to us, and the fact that I don't know, it would have been what 16 hours so far I might have been put into the game. From my point, it's always had music. There's always been a background track, right? And now it's gone, and it actually it's more jarring, and it makes the scene more jarring because of it. This is the Earth, 70 million years ago. Oh my god. Oh, that's creepy, because, I mean, it could be true. Oh shit. You're one of many Orcarines. Oh, and also the original. Mayushi is one of the many Mayushis, and also the original. Oh my god. And now Okarin and Mayushi are going to die here. This is the dream, right? Mary? Oh, jeez. Lost that one. We'll pick up where we left off. That's crazy. And that's crazy. He speaks? Oh, remember when he was looking at the TV at the beginning of this whole run? 8:10. See? It's just a sleep, man. It was just a sleep. It was just a dream, man. There's the music. I must have fallen asleep around noon. What a horrible nightmare. Or was it? I mean, it's probably a mix of things going on here, of course, right? Okay. I feel like we're rolling into a deep into an Act 2 at this point. Rolling in towards an Act 3. I forget how I put it last session. I need to get a couple more beats here, but I feel like we were passing over the midpoint crest, I think, is where I feel like things are going. I wish I had an Upa. Like an Upa pillow? Your dream? Screw the coffee. Dr. P. At noon. Okay. Just to make sure that he really isn't Suzuha's father. He hasn't replied yet. That's crazy. This isn't Naru and the others don't know what I changed in the past. Yeah, okay, well. Let's see how this all lines up, man. Okay. Oh, okay, wait. Oh. Huh. Or, I mean, the timeline changed, right? But that would imply that Ferris was a name that was meaningful before. Interesting. So where did the other name come from? Wow. No wonder her and Rintaro keep on RPing together. She did promise to find one. Yeah, we're back here, huh? You've been too conspicuous. The cat's out of the bag. And now you're trapped, yeah. Her unusual nonsense and you're both unusual nonsense together. All the time. Okay. Here he goes. Here he goes. And now she's going to build on it, of course, as she is wont to do. That many? Really stirred up a hornet's nest, yeah. I'm sorry, Kyo. But this is checkmate, yeah. No, it's not over yet. If I could just acquire the item, I can turn the tide. This is literally LARPing. Live action role playing. Have agents looking all over the world, but still no luck, yeah. What? So she has no progress to report? This is fake, man. Please hurry. I'm running out of time. Nice. Outside Kangaroo. Here we go. Switching modes again. From Kyoma to Kangaroo. And that's it. Moving on indeed. Oh, we got the creepy music. This one's weird. Because, like, yeah. Almost as if something was guiding me there. It was fate. No. It was a choice. Of Steins Gate. Sort of the same thing, no? That's kind of like the idea behind it. Interesting. So the... So it's not that she couldn't get one. She'd be rich enough to be able to get one, but now we're in this scenario. How come they're so expensive? That's crazy. I mean, back then, you know what I mean? Jesus. Here we go. Yeah. CERN coming back into it. We need the pieces to come together now, narratively, you know? It's all got all the different arcs need to become one. But it's weird because it's like for all the pieces to come together for the Act 3 transition, it's actually all the pieces are going apart. Because as each timeline happens, right? It's like each piece that he needs is actually, he doesn't have it anymore. But somewhere in the past, he has what he needed to get to the next point in the future. It's a cool little switch going on here. Like, how does he get it back now? He's kind of going backwards, but he's kind of, yeah, by going forward, by moving forward in these world lines, he's almost got to catch up to things that he's done in the past of other world lines. Things are kind of shifting. The pieces he needs, or the pieces in play. are shifting as he goes. Like maybe another like time dilation kind of thing going on in each of the world lines. Yeah, see, so he had it, he moved forward, but now he doesn't have it, and he can't move forward, but he's already moved forward. You see what I'm saying? Both, like, literally he's moved forward in the world lines, but he's moved forward in the discovery of the things that they were trying to discover and prove, which got him to move forward. But by moving forward, he's moving backwards, maybe something like that going on, you know? Well, we are going to 0, those numbers that keep coming up, right? Every time something happens, and successfully. And so what's crazy is like he literally is a super hacker. Because, I mean, if the assumption I'm making is correct, which I believe it is, from the last scene. Like, I thought this was just maybe, like, not accidental, but, like, narratively, because they're young, right? And so how the hell did he hack a CERN, for example, right? It's like, how did that work? Exactly. But it did. For narrative reasons, it did. But now it's like, well, I mean, I don't think it's an exaggeration. He's probably that smart. Even though he's like a dweeb, you know? Oops, that was too fast. We got... From there, it passes through. Okay, so it's doing jumps. Yeah, that's fair. I got it. This is like pinging. It's doing network jumps. Yeah, I got what they're trying to say here. Now let's try CERN. Bam, browser. He just spares last time. Trying to hone in on the address. We're doing okay. Bam. Media servers. PC we're using. Connect and CERN. Okay. Oh, so the building already had a hotline to CERN? Oh. Connecting the floor below? Huh? Well, man, it's putting some pieces together, right? Because they're renting the location from Braun to... And so the internet itself is likely connected to one internet. That's crazy. Line, which is shared to the complex, you know? What? Oh, switcheroony. Well, they'd be from the future and they'd have time travel, so they'd like to be able to look in the past. But now that we know Daru might be connected in some way, you know, it's like there's nothing stopping future Daru / Titor. If I'm wrong, this is all going to sound stupid. From being able to seed things so that the pieces were in place for them to prevent their future or prevent that world line dystopia from happening. Wow, breathing in there. I almost went into a coughing fit. I need a break. Ooh, we're going to do this. Damn it. Okay, just 2 years later, the world is a dystopia under the rule. We got this, so considers opposition. Okay, bam. Yep. Man. Thanks to the direct line, we can now control the LHC remotely. I mean, he's created it. Just move on. That's crazy. It's a bit of a loop, right? Like what came first kind of scenario. Matches together. I'm aware of that machine, so let's move that forward. We got my byproducts, okay. I missed a bit of that one. Let's just go from black holes, okay. Welcome, Kurisu. Oh. Oh, here we go. So this is the Act 2 exposition leading to actual answers, like definitive answers, which is when another pivot, the major pivot into the climax will kick off, right? Created a monster. It doesn't belong in some amateur lab. And before you take that as an endorsement of your abilities, I mean it in a bad way. Give me details. Oh. Here we go. Yes. Oh wow. So here's the hard science drop in a game that doesn't really need it, but it makes it part of the plot. And so we're gonna get some solid exposition here to make nonsense work. Output by the phone, the fact decay fused together. According to Dara's blueprints, the microwave and the phone are made to send out shared electromagnetic waves by taking their leads. Magnetron. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah.
どっちも電波を使うこと仮に秋葉原どころか東京が中にいる人が死に至るまでの時間は3分。
3 minutes.
マジ？じゃあ電話レンジって大量破壊兵器ってことじゃね？
So maybe one of those future Akiba where everyone is out of the city. It's little because like there's one world line where probably did something wrong, Takihabara. Radioactive? Made it radioactive? I don't think that's... Well... Jeez. What? It's literally the same as the LHC? Oh my god. It was created to generate mini black holes. Then the phone wave subject to change must also produce mini black holes? Doesn't deny it. It's a miracle that thing has been so stable. Well, that's the plot point. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Even if it does produce many black holes, they should evaporate instantly. But that's not what happens in the phone wave. The jellification phenomenon proves that. Okay, according to Titor, you have to inject electrons to produce the black hole effect. Where do the injected electrons come from? That's what I don't understand. It's getting serious. Let's just load this up real quick. We have part-time warrior. It's easy to pretend to be someone you're not. Ultimately, however, there's no escaping the contradictions between your false self and the real you. It's a paradox, and paradoxes can't hold. I tried to tell myself that I didn't need anyone, that forming bonds would only hurt, but somehow I ended up joining your circle of friends. I still don't know if it was for the best. No, I'm sure it was. Without you, I would have given up on ever finding my dad. I don't know why I wrote all this. I guess that I'm trying to say is thanks. Are we sharing confessions now? Be careful to whom you expose your innermost feelings. They may use them against you. I wonder if there's just points where you're like, maybe it's just better not to send anything. Like, I felt like it was a bit heartfelt. Like, I don't think I should have intaroed that thing, you know? But it's okay. We always have the power of reloads after, right? Okay, hypothesis functions the same as the LHC. The collider. Particle. We get an exposition dump that I'll work through here. Hitaru seems to know quite a bit, huh? Good Hitaru go. He did all his homework. Okay. Sen go back in time, but they couldn't get the electron speed right. The singularities were not naked. It's the same with phone wave. You can only send 36 bytes. Problem in reverse. Okay. Then compress that. Could convert a human to data, then compress that data into 36 bytes. How? Oh, that's what the jelly men are? It's like humans that have been compressed into gel data. Thought it was a good idea. Okay. Unless there's a different way to get at this, you know? Okay. Maybe we can do it. Okay. Not too far-fetched. Time travel? It's hard to believe that Cruci is saying, even though it was my idea in the first place. Of course, she's going to take ownership for it, you know? Okay, the data compression part at least is easy. Oh, how do you plan to convert humans into data? You know that my thesis got published, right? Bringing it back around. Here's the loop closure on her narrative point in the exposition part. Have you read it? Of course he hasn't. I've got scans if you want to read it. Okay. Huh. Man's memory data. Okay. Temporal lobe. Look at that. Nice word there, man. Nerve impulses. We got neuroscience coming into play. I'm a neuroscientist. Got a problem? The scientific study of the brain. This field incorporates biology, genetics, medicine, psychology, and electrical engineering. Look at the previous magnetron here. A type of vacuum tube used in microwave ovens and radar. Produces strong microwaves. I'm just kind of young to be a neuroscientist, but hey, let the plot be what the plot is. Converting entire human data is impossible. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, converting memories to data. Hippocampus, okay. Electrical signals, of course. Oh my gosh, okay. The Turing test coming into play here. Okay. What? It's like science fiction. In a sense, the technology could be used to copy a person's soul. According to Greece, some religious groups strongly oppose this research, as you might expect. On the other hand, the medical community is ecstatic about the possibilities. In any case, it's amazing that my assistant here was able to make such an incredible discovery. Of course, she did have a university supporting her, but still. Here's the escalation. Oh my gosh. Maybe he has his whole ability because he kicked this off at some point in the future, which would be a loop. But anyways, we can know because he'd have to make it go across world lines. It can't be a loop in this. The way time travel works in this game, it kind of wouldn't create that. It's kind of weird though because there's so many pieces that feel like they could have only have happened because there's some sort of looping going on. But the loop itself creates another world line. So maybe it's like a mass memory. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, okay. I mean that could make sense based on what we just learned. Is that when these triggers happen and everyone's thoughts get reconfigured, it's almost like maybe the electrical signals, the component of your memory that was just talked about, that it can get the bytes get rewritten, sort of thing, you know? And that's how the timeline, the world line exists. It's not that it's actually, that's a weird one. It's not so much that it's another timeline, as in it's a new world line. Well, I don't know. I don't know if this game has suggested that we can go to a different world line. I get like we can go back to the same world line. Like, I'm not sure. I don't think I've gotten evidence of that. If that's not true, then it effectively means that every time you screw with something and you change that frequency of, I guess, time when they do the jumps, is that becomes the new frequency of that timeline, of that world line. But that it doesn't. There is no other world line. It's just the world line has changed and been rewritten, and the electrical signals of everyone's memories are effectively rewritten because of that new variable. I don't know. I'm spontaneously saying stuff that could be going in a wrong direction at this point because I'm not taking into consideration details that I might have picked up along the way. I feel like they make sense.
SF とかでよくあるタイムリープは、でも意識人格と記憶はコンピューターで言うと、それに対して意識と人格は容量ってことなら OS より
Keep having to take breaks, man. I'm gonna get through this a little bit longer. I'm not even at the half an hour mark, but I can keep taking throat lozenges. We'll get through this.
パーソナリティは記憶だけで形成されるわけじゃない。
Mindors, so in Mindors terms, it's like copying data from a Vista computer to a Min95 computer. The most widely used operating, Mindors, like Windows. I got it. Still called it Vista though. Win95, I remember that. You want a marker of age? Woo!
いずれにせよ過去の自分の体に転送することが
E メールと同じように携帯で正確に言うと過去の自分の体でなおかつ携帯を持っている時点までしか跳躍できない。それに
This might be explaining Rentaro's stuff, abilities.
例えれば
Might be rejected. Wouldn't want to jump into someone else's body. I mean, unless it's the body of a cute girl. Okay, stop it. Let's stop it. Don't hee me, you idiot. If it just bounces off, that's fine. But I'm worried incompatible memory data might do serious damage to the recipient's psyche. Now we see. Now that's all coming together. I don't know what might happen. No one's done it before, after all. Well, that makes us pioneers. Oh boy. Oh, two places at once. We just got that weird dream thing. You can't kill your parents before you were born. So that paradox is out of the question. So the phones act like black and white holes? Seems like a strange coincidence that cell phones would be the medium of time travel, but really, could it have been anything else? I was just talking about this with others last night, and it's the that the cell phone today, and the computers to some degree, is an extension of our persona, our personality, our identity is now also a digital identity. We are all effectively cyborgs in this era. You remove some of these like abilities to communicate, and we functionally lose the ability to act and behave. That's not the right way of wording this. Like the ease of communication using these devices, but also the access to information that we're all granted with the power of the internet and how fast we can get that information. All of that together, that's become another sensory extension, you know? They were really ahead of the time. Like, the writing here, it was really ahead. I mean, I was going to say the writing was ahead of the time, but even for 2010, I think it was earlier than that. I forget the year that this came out. But them talking about this, it's like, I was in my philosophy, there was a philosophy course I was taking that eventually got into modern philosophies and ideas about something called hypertextuality, which was, again, because of aging myself, we're talking late 90s, 2000, that kind of era, where the internet was relatively early, young, and this idea of like writing and how writing would be impacted, like the way that people read things or got information. It was no longer going to be from an encyclopedia where they could just find the letter of the word that the thing that they're looking for, and then they go to that chapter or that entering the encyclopedia and they read about the thing, and then you're limited to like Britannica's perspective on, I don't know, the bald eagle, right? But you don't, but it like stops there. You have to go and get another book that talks about bald eagles somewhere else, and like that takes time, and still creates a closed experience with that information that you go and get. But the idea of the hypertextuality that was getting introduced because of how people were experiencing things on the internet, the philosophy around it was that because hyperlinks were a thing, you would no longer have a closed experience around getting the knowledge that you were seeking. You would be able to go down these, I'm calling it rabbit holes for lack of, I can't remember back 20 years, 25 years. You'd go get the information, but you getting the information, the journey of getting the information you're trying to seek is as many hyperlinks as exist for you to get that information until it morphs into something else you weren't looking for, but now you're getting information that you never intended to get, that's disassociated from the information you originally sought out to get. And so the idea of everyone having their unique ability to consume information or read, the hypertextuality component is like, it becomes a network of, it's almost like a condition engine for like a choice, like in video games, right? Where you do choice A, you can do choice A or B, you go A, B, not being done has consequences, and then you go down that network of choices. But hypertextuality idea is all about someone who's researching about the bald eagle, going back to that, might not get the same information as another person researching bald eagles in this new era of hypertextual engagement with the information that you seek. Because you can end up in a whole different spots and understand something about the bald eagle that's different than the other person who's searching about the same topic. I'm not sure if I'm being coherent right now. I'm on a lot of medication. But I hope you get the point. And maybe there's like a bit of a parallel going on here as well that really does feel like it's maybe taking a couple of these ideas and smashing them together in Steins Gate. Maybe that's why I love this. I do love this story so much, you know. It touches on so many things that I'm legitimately interested in for decades at this point. And when I say decades, I don't mean like my entire life of decades. I mean like half of my life of decades. Let's just move on. What's that? So we got Verthandi, the second of the three Norns, sister goddesses of fate. In Norse mythology, the three sisters tend the world tree Yggdrasil, whose roots lie in Earth's foundation. Verthandi is the Norn of the present, popularized by Japan by a certain goddess manga. That's likely referencing something I don't know.
クリスティーナにもまんまと騙されたが、彼女の名もアンゼルナ。うまくやってみせるさ。今の俺たちは無敵だ。
He's talking to himself again, of course.
今言った通りだ。クリスティーナ。
Another operation. First explain what that is. We're going to build your time leap machine, Christina, and you'd better not say it can't be done. Not after showing me the way. Well, this is Akihabara. I should be able to find the parts I need. Then it's decided. I'm placing you in charge of the operation. Whatever you need, ask, and it shall be yours. Oh no. This is going to be the transition point, isn't it?
Mairi? 帰らないのか?
Not going home? I was thinking about Ocarina and Chris-chan we're talking about earlier. I was trying to figure out what the things you said meant, but it was all so complicated. I didn't get any of it. Well, that's Mayushi's thing, isn't it? Indeed, the world is about to change, and we should be the ones to lead humanity into the future of chaos and destruction. You're shining, Ocarina. Shining? What does that mean? She's calling you a star, Ocarina. That's her superpower. Like two bright stars in the sky. That must be my aura of madness you're sensing. What? I'm not going to do the laugh right now. I'll knock my throat out. Okay. I feel like things really started to happen. Like, we're a real lab now, you know? I must admit, her knowledge has been a great asset. The cunning of Oyen Kyoma. You're shining so bright now, kitty.
クリスちゃんはラボと他に、でもね、マユシーはあんまり
Aw.
マユシーも
Aw.
頭
She never expressed such sentiments before. Is she jealous of Kurisu's talents? No, it's not a competition. Come on. Many stars in the sky. Aren't you going to look at the stars? Oh, look at him. There you go.
このラボを作った
Back when the lab just started, before Daru-kun joined, it was like this a lot, wasn't it? All quiet. Just the two of us. Yeah, it was. Before that, he was unwilling to join no matter how I tried to convince him. Then he learned that the lab was just 3 minutes away from Mei Queen Yanya, and suddenly he was all Future Gadget Lab. Hell yeah. But for about a month and a half after the lab's founding, it was just me and Mayuri all alone.
マユシーは
Oh. Stay here.
これからも
Oh.
ここにいてもいいのかな
I meet her gaze, then bop her head. Bop her lightly on the head. Don't be ridiculous. All you need to do is stay.
いるだけ
Just stay?
お前がいなかったら
Without you, the lab would be a much less friendly place.
特に
It's very true.
女子は
It's very true.
水と油みたいなところがあるからな
Oh, look at him self-admitting.
互いだがそんな時にマユリが空気の読めない
It's the irrelevant comment to break the tension. Come on, man. Are you praising me? Right.
もちろん褒めている
You're an amazing idiot, Mayuri. Kinmetaro, man.
何も案ずるなお前がここにいるのは俺にとっては計算のうちなのだからな
そっかありがとうオカリ
Uh-huh. And then her stomach rumbles.
お腹空いちゃっ
I'm
た
starving.
ああもらう
じゃあちょっと待ってて
It's
ね
gonna trigger something? Okay. Where are we off to? The next day. Interesting. Okay. Where are we gonna jump to now, man? So we gotta get the parts for the time machine. Wasn't she going to America? She was going back to America soon? Headgear. Mary doesn't wander off. Okay, yeah. Wandering off, of course. Does she all... Oh, yep. Not behind him anymore. Then I have to run from store to store looking for her. This must be how parents of small children feel. Anyway, this is nothing new. Mayuri has always been like this.
頼むから俺に
Boop.
ついてこい
I'm begging you, stick with me.
この迷宮で
If you get lost in this labyrinth of technology, you'll never escape. Not with your sense of direction.
分かってねオカリ
She's gonna
タイム
disappear.
リープと
We know this.
タイムトラベル
It's the thing. It's
タ
a
イムトラベ
pattern.
ルは
We've all come to expect from
体
you,
ごと
Mayuri.
時間を飛び越えることタイムリープは記憶だけが
あのねじゃあ
Hmm.
D メールは過去へ指示できるだけだったそれに
Some repetition of the exposition again. But bringing in the old memories thing, reading Steiner. With a time leap, on the other hand, you can give your past self not just instructions, but all of the memories you have right now. Or at least, that's the idea. Man, seems like it only goes, there's only one direction this goes, you know?
タイムトラベルならば可能だろうが2日前に受けたテストの答えを知っている状態で
じゃあ
そういうことだ
Mm-hmm.
物は持っていけないけど、でも
God damn it, I keep feeling like this goddamn insect's landing on me for crying out loud. This becomes memories ago.
上書きされるのではないか
I assume they get overwritten. We haven't tested it though, so there's no way to be sure.
消えちゃうってこと
消えたとしても1週間前のお前の記憶と
So even if she does disappear, you don't really lose
未来
anything.
の1週間分の
I guess you could say
記憶が追加される
you're just adding your memories from 1 week in the future.
じゃあ
Then if Mayushi's memories leap into the Mayushi's 1 week ago, what happens to Mayushi now? Mayuri's asking some pretty philosophical questions today, but I guess anyone would ask the same.
マヨシが一週
Mayushi's memories jump to the past, but my body's still here, right? What happens to me when my memories go bye-bye?
抜け殻になって
You become an empty shell. No, that can't be right. That wouldn't make any sense.
助手がやろうとしている
My assistant's device merely records your memory's data. In other words, it's just a backup. Your original memories are still inside you. Nothing inside the brain is lost. You don't become an empty shell. Besides, neither personality nor consciousness is transferred to begin with. Your body shouldn't become an empty shell, and your consciousness shouldn't leave either. No, wait. There's another issue here. He's actually working this out as he speaks. Actually, won't you become a new Mayuri? One who received memories from the future 1 week ago? Not that anyone, including me, would be able to tell the difference. Then does the Mayushi who had the normal memories before the time leap get erased by the Mayushi who repeated the week with extra memories? This is getting complicated. That's right. She's erased. In other words, you relive the week. You could do things the same, or you could do something completely different. And you'll keep your old memories of the week that disappeared. Then does that mean... The question keeps coming. She's trying hard to understand in her own ditzy way. Well, I think she's like asking some pretty vital questions here, narratively. So I redo the week. Okay, but what if I decide to go to Ikebukuro with my friends instead of coming to the lab today? What happens to the Mayushi talking with Aokuni now? The present would change to match the past, and this conversation would never happen. Oh, and you wouldn't notice the difference, Okunin? Right, no one would notice. Then that would be kind of sad. For who? Me? No, for Mayushi. Well, she would know. I don't get what she means. Yeah, maybe that's why Christian doesn't want to change the past. She nods to herself with a bright smile. I was reading it loud again because I can't help it, but we'll move this forward a little bit. With some silent reading. Same phone number for all eternity. How should I know? You wouldn't. Exactly, my point. He's acting as a lifter until we figure that out. What? Hold on. I know exactly how you feel. If you repeat elementary school with the knowledge you have now, you'll get top grades and have an easy time bending children to your will. Yeah, and I thought maybe I could see Grandma again. Oh. Oops. I see. I'm afraid that's not possible. Mayuri's grandmother passed away when Mayuri was in elementary school. Yeah, it's too bad, but I guess I don't really need to see her. The only thing that's grown is how much you eat and your breast size. That's not true. Mayuri's a real woman now. A real woman. I kind of want to hear the details, but she probably doesn't know what she's talking about. Pretty sure she does. Oh, kidding. I think Okunin's the one who hasn't changed since then. Isn't that what I said? I was already a genius mad scientist when you met me. Wow, okay, stop. I'm not gonna shop me. Shopkeeper shoots him a glare. I guess this isn't the best place for maniacal laughter. Better get those parts and head back to the lab. Okay, just a nice scene between them. We finished our shopping, come to the front of the station. Have you been working recently? Oh, working? You mean a Lemoyne? Yeah. Oh, of course, because it doesn't exist, of course. Bam, bam. I've got costumes to make. How many costumes are you making this year? 3. One for Keita-chan, one for Fabuki-chan, and then there's one for Luka-chan. I wonder if Lukaku is still refusing to wear it. I can hardly blame him. I mean, however cute he looks, he's still a guy. No, wait. That was before we sent the D-mail. Now Lukaku's a girl, I guess. How confusing. It's Moeka-san. What? Shiny finger! My staircase. Bags under her eyes. Oh my god. You okay, Moeka? Has your wish come true? What are you doing? She doesn't look up, of course.
おーいもっともその場合は
Oh, really, bro? Like, really? Why we gotta do this? Hey, are you listening? If you have a problem, the insane mad scientist Huyan Kyoma will gladly assist, but be warned. By the time I'm through, Akiba will be an ocean of blood. Why? What's wrong with you, man? Get some help. Stop it. Get some help. Marcus suddenly jerks upright. She lifts her head, eyes okay, walks towards me.
なんだ
What is it? What's wrong? She doesn't speak? That hasn't changed. Of course, she looks at her phone. Get ready to receive an email. Done. Is that the secret stuff? The time machine. What happened to the time machine? Mueka.
どうなった
What do you mean? What happened?
まだ完全には解明
Oh,
できてい
oh
ない
no.
今は改良中だ
I thought I lost it. The time machine. Are you still using it? Did you figure out how it works? We don't fully understand it yet. We're in the middle of upgrading it. How did she find out? Wait a minute. It's amazing. This time, we might even be able to time leap. Oh, the time machine would have still been the answer thing and not the time leap thing we just learned about. What's that? What's a time leap? Tell me more. Don't worry anything about it, otherwise we'll have to expel you from the lab. Mucka shakes her head violently. Guess she won't write an article.
セルンへのハッキングに
Our hacking of CERN has uncovered a new possibility for the phone wave.
セルンの
Subject to
一部
change.
設備を曲がりさせこれは人類
Just
の
gonna
歴
give her
史
some exposition, bring her up
人類史上
to speed, put her on the same page with the rest. There we come. Okay, bites and lights. Okay. She grabs my arm and digs females. Okay. Damn. And me. Oh, she's getting serious now. I did it again.
すなわち記憶のみの時間跳躍だ
What is the time leap, Moega? The time leap is a way to send your memories to the past.
俺たちは
We found a way to make that possible. Soon we will complete the machine and become the undisputable
タイ
lords
ム
of
リープは
time.
実行
あのねオカリンが思いついて
Micah suddenly releases me. Her eyes are blank and unfocused. What's going on with her, man? Drained of energy. She's not sleeping. Do you feel sick? Just answer Mayoshi.
こればかりもなんとも
Why is that happening every time now,
いく
though?
つか問題を残しているそれがうまく解決
What am I doing wrong that's making the
一週間
thing?
以内にも完成する
Wow, that's amazing. You've made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished, Mueka? I guess we'll have it done in a
だが
week.
解決できなければいつまでた全てをシュタインズゲートによる選択
I faith there exists a path to
そ
success.
して扉が
And once the doors open, the chaos for which I have so longed shall at last descend upon the earth. Trumpets will sound from the highest heaven, and the final battle, Ragnarok, will begin.
オカリンは誰と
Who are you fighting, Okanin?
決して表舞台
The organization, of
支
course.
配者層に決まってい
Their
る
rule must end once and for all. Wow! Don't do anything dangerous, okay?
でもね
Why does Mayuri insist on worrying about me? Oh, Morgan's laugh. Her lips curve into a smile. She registers her feet unsteadily, then staggers off into the crowd. It's like she's forgotten about us completely. Mayuri and I can only watch her go. There's an indescribable aura about her that holds us back.
萌香さん
Is she actually crazy?
どうしたのかな
Did she go crazy? Moeka-san, are you crazy? Did you go crazy? Are you the new crazy mass? You're not really a scientist. Reporter? The mad reporter? Moeka? Moeka? Oh my.
オカリン
No, I couldn't acting weird.
マヨシは
Maybe she's worried. The maniacal laughter. Yeah, maybe that one was a little bit too excessive. Possibly. Oh shit. She apparently has to deliver the costume. Alright. Catches my eye. Suzuwa? No. Kurisu? On the computer. What were you doing? It's his place. What are you talking about? Assassins here. Are you stupid? Anyway, Christina, what were you looking at just now? I already know the answer, of course. I caught a glimpse of the screen before she closed it. I was doing research. Looks like she plans to continue this charade. I drop my bags and go to the computer. Stay back. I slip past Kurisu's blocky arms and restore the minimize window. Oh no. Oh, okay, never mind. The Committee of 300, isn't that just bullshit some conspiracy theorists made up? It's a different story if they had some evidence, but all they did was just lump every conspiracy together. That's such chuny bullshit. It's unreal. I want FES to drool into my eye until I faint. What? Stop it. Oh my god, serious reply 9/11 truther here. Look, the media released some of the culprits' photo portraits, and about half of them are confirmed to be living normal lives in other countries, meaning the culprits were using fake passports. So just who are the people on the planes? I shouldn't be reading this out loud. I'm just going to cut around that, reading the last part there in case YouTube flags it or some shit. Got a problem? It's an awful laughter. Have no fear, Christina, or shall I call you Chandler Chris? Don't call me that. I already knew. That's right. I realized long ago that you were an Chandler. You can't hide it from me. You reek of channel corruption. How rude. I make sure to apply a light perfume every day. Fool, that's not what I meant. I'm talking about the scent of your soul. My soul? What's that supposed to mean? Explain. Why, so you can learn how to hide it? There's nothing to explain. To use channel memes in conversations, I'd have to be stupid not to notice. Feels bad. Gotcha. So closing this plot thread, little plot thread, it was very small. Just, wow. She glares hard at me. If looks could kill. Okay, what do we got? What made me happy today? Fabuki-chan and Keita-chan praised me for the cosplay I made them this time. I'm really happy. Let's see what the cosplay one is. You really like making costumes, huh? What made you so passionate about cosplay anyways? That sounds so normal, you know? Who? You've never mentioned them before. I mean, she literally just did. He's being kind to her now. I'm going to go kind. The whole star thing is turning around. There's a bit of a narrative like chill mode. It should be entering Mayuri. I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, that feels right. Send that away. Be kind to her, goddammit. Protect her. She has no sense of humor at all. I should be more careful in the future. But I don't understand. You were raised in America, so how are you so familiar with that channel? You can browse channel from America. Need I say more? I get it. Living in an English-only environment made you hungry for Japanese, but did you have to resort to channel? I mean, if you believe the pseudo-intellectuals in the media, browsing channel is like reading scribbles on the bathroom wall. Sure, let's read some of this more quietly. Let's move that pen move past this. Don't tell anyone about this. Shit, VIP. What? Post anchors or VIP? Okay. I hate myself for understanding these words. To link to a specific post on a message board, usually as a reply on @channel. This is done by typing post number. Sometimes, people engage in anchor play, a game where a poster leaves the decision to whomever posts with the indicated post number, usually chosen 20-30 posts beforehand. For example, bam bam 1000 gets to my name firstborn. What gets to for example, 1000 gets to name my firstborn. VIP channels Newsflash VIP board. Although ostensibly for the discussion of news stories, it is currently dominated by idle chat threads.
Oh
my god. Another random distraction, red herring possibly. Or is it, right? An old @channel term first seen on the programming board in 2003, nullpo, is short for null pointer exception, which is an error seen in the Java programming language when someone announces nullpo. The correct response is to smack them on the head and say "Gah." No, you got ya. Gotcha again. Grease's face gets even redder, and then she falls to her hands and knees in defeat. Oars. An ideograph depicting a person on all fours. Oh, I haven't seen this one in a while. Is the head, R is the arms and torso, and Z is the feet, typically used to express despair, dejection, and frustration. There's no set way to pronounce it. People, they pronounce it as orts, ors, or ors. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. Just as I thought, that channel is in her blood and bones. What is the point of the scene? Well, I don't know right now, but likely there's going to be one. There always is. Oh, have I missed these quiet ones? Passions best forgotten. Phone trigger. Learned why Mayuri started making costumes. How come it didn't do a sound that time? I almost certainly missed things along the way. You forgot it all started when you asked for a costume of Kyojiro, the flame user from King of Histories, remember? I thought it looked great on you, but you only wore it once. Such a waste. Okay. Okay. Oh. What's going on? I'm gonna stay all night. Wow, really? She's never done that before. Yep, I already told Mom and Dad. Are you staying to work on your costume? It won't be done in time for Kamima if I don't. So yes, I'm surprised your parents let you stay. I've met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as Mayuri. But still, I don't think they'd appreciate their underage daughter staying overnight in this dirty lab. It must be my overwhelming charisma. No, wait, that makes me sound like a good person, so that can't be it. You're not a good person. The hostage reported. Kurisu calls out from the development room. She's been tinkering with phone wave, but I guess she was listening. What would you do if I called the cops on you? I unleashed my right arm on traitors, Christina. Stop it. Yeah. Chinyu, whatever. I told Mom and Dad that Chris-chan would be here. Then they said okay. Bam! Got him. So I have to stay too? Yep. Don't you have to work on the phone wave? I guess, but I don't relish the thought of spending the night here. At least not with a certain somebody around. Environment matters, Christina. This is a place of science and research, so you should have no trouble concentrating on your work. Trust the great Oyen Kiyoma. Also, it may surprise you to learn that I have equipped this lab with a system that stimulates brain function. So if you were wondering where my incredible genius comes from, now you know it's because I sleep in this room every night. This stimulation system of yours, I assume, has been dumping toxic waste in your brain. That might be a valid... You sound like an environmentalist, zombie. That might be a valid narrative point drop that just happened there again. All secret-like. As they tend to do nowadays. embarrassed. Komima, is Mayushi okay? Tell her to have fun at Komima for me. I don't think I can go this year. Nah. I just don't have the energy, nah. I'm completely burned out. I can hear a voice shouting, "Get up, Joe." Nah. Someone save me. The world is collapsing, nah. Energy. That's not like you. Pull yourself together. I need your help finding the IBM 5100. What happened? Is the organization attacking? Or we have this one. Sorry, hold on. There's 3. You're messing with me again, aren't you? Stop making me worry. How do I play this one? Is the organization attacking? RP it? She's not RPing right now. She's being serious again. I can hear her voice shouting, "Get up, Joe." Well, no, I don't think she is. Is she? A voice shouting, "Get up, Joe." Someone save me. The world is collapsing. What if that's legit? Like it's like tied. Like anyone that's done one of these starts to have like these other thoughts. Maybe Moek is also hearing things and going crazy and stuff like that. But then why wouldn't well, we haven't heard back from Lukaku, so maybe we will. I'm not sure, but you're messing with me again, aren't you? Stop making me worry. Start showing some empathy, but he's crazy all the time though. And then we got pull yourself together. I need your help. This is selfish. He needs a 5100. Goddammit. Reply with this thing. Let's go. We'll find out. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Me? Leave? I practically live here. This lab was promised to me by Steins Gate. It's the dwelling place of my soul. His memory backup happens here, and so the whole soul thing that we just got, narratively, blah 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 blah. Memory preservation. Okay. Oh, I'm a good boy. Okay. But I refuse. Are you planning to molest us? Oh, I mean... Shut up, Mongolian spot. I don't have a Mongolian spot. When did you see my butt anyway? I can't leave 2 young girls here alone. Minors need guardians. No, not from you, sir. Not from you. But Okarin's a minor too. I'll be 20 in less than a year and a half. In other words, Steins Gate has decided that I am an adult. Don't bring this into the narrative, Rintaro, right now. This is not the time. I'm pretty sure that makes us minor. Okay, stop. I mean, we've been together for more than 10 years, and he hasn't molested me once. But he took you hostage, didn't he? Yep. Actually, I'm still his hostage. We should kick him out of the room. I sigh deeply and place a hand on my forehead. Oh, you disappoint me, Christina. This lab is a place of science. We are above such petty concerns as sex. If you must speak of these vulgarities, then I'll have to ask you and your Mongolian spot to leave. Looks like that was enough to convince Grace. She gives me a fine gesture as she returns to the development room. It does have a birthmark on her butt. Jesus, man. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Okay, dinner time. Clear of the law. Skim at channel. See if Titor has shown up. Last appearance. Okay, Messiah in the email. So we're bringing back some details that are going to come. They're going to make a play now. I mean, Dadu not showing up. Mentioning Titor again. Oh, his disappearance is especially worrying now that I think he... Oh. Here I am throwing speculations out there going, no, it was obviously dropped the way it was for a purpose. And then it never gets mentioned again. I never get I never get it like affirmed. Then bam, no, he's thought it the entire time. He just never mentioned it. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy in the sense that like I went through like an hour of play right now where it just never came up. It just never came up. A bunch of other derailments happened narratively. Some of them maybe more vital than others, but it all felt like fluff. And then, bam, drops us back into affirming the detail that we had just experienced an hour ago to end the other chapter. You know too much. Why would you show a Chucky doll like this? It feels as if a cold hand stroked my spine. That's a doll, obviously, but what are you doing right now? I hug myself, shuddering at the sight. I delete the email immediately. It's happening again. This is bad. Really bad. This is a threat. What is sent by the organization? Was it sent by the organization? By CERN? Does CERN know what we've been doing? Should I report it to the police? Wait, I can't. I just deleted it. And in any case, a picture alone probably isn't enough to get the police involved. Still, maybe I should talk to someone, but who? Not the girls. I can't worry them with this. I'm the adult here after all. Nope. What about Nweka? No. She may be a lab man, but she's been acting weird lately. Even if I tell her about this, she wouldn't be any use. Suzuha has her father to worry about. I guess that leaves that open. I need to find out whether CERN has discovered our hacking. What would CERN do if they did find out, I wonder? They wouldn't have us killed, would they? Despite my efforts to convince myself that this is just a prank, my feet hurry me back to the lab. I burst into the lab. Okay, locking the door. They aren't here. They probably went to the hotel where they've been to actually be in a clean room. Or, I don't know what to think right now. CERN. And then I hear a noise. Is that the shower? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The lab has a shower inside the dressing room. Oh no. There's no bath. We can't afford such luxuries, and it's too small to fit more than one person inside. Now I hear the sound of water running. I recall the famous scene from Hitchcock's Psycho. No. Stop. Fresh blood mixing into the water and flowing down the drain. The corpse of two girls sprawled out naked on the tile. Jesus Christ. The second those images flashed through my head, I slam open the door to the shower room. Is everyone okay? Why, man? Why, man? Why, man? No peeking, okay. So through the steam, I see the wet, naked bodies of the two girls. Mayuri squats down while Grisu bashfully twists her body, trying desperately to hide her unmentionables. Are their faces red because of the heat, or this guy, man? Phew, you're still alive. I wipe the cold sweat off my brow and sigh deeply. Don't scare me like that. What are you guys doing packed into this tiny shower anyway? Grisu shoots me a deadly glare. Get out, you perv! Oh. Oh no. I dodge a bar of soap aimed at my face, then I quickly flee the dressing room. What an idiot. What an idiot. Mayuri's sad. I feel kind of dirty. You're gonna regret this. I'll never forgive you. Damn it, it was just a small misunderstanding. Why the hell did they decide to take a shower together when they knew I was coming right back? It's like they wanted to be seen. Stop it. Kurisu, especially. After all the talk about not wanting to spend the night with me around, she sure dropped her guard awfully fast. They're just lucky it was me who walked in on them. What if it had been the organization? They need to get serious. We're fighting for our lives here. Unbelievable. By the way, I didn't see a Mongolian spawn on Kreese's butt. Naturally. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But now I hear laughter and happy squeals coming from the shower. Sounds like they're having a good time. They get along almost like sisters. Wow, Christian, you're so slim. But Mayuri, your breasts are so big. I'm jealous. They're checking each other out, aren't they? Stop it. Stop it. In my head, I call up the memory of what I saw in the shower. Stop it. Wet hair, beads of water glistening on their soapy skin, round, full treasures hidden by conveniently placed steam. I put my phone to my ear. It's me. We have a problem. I'm under attack from the Mongolian spot and Ditzy sisters. They're going directly after my sanity. A bold move against the insane mad scientist who am. This is the strongest offense I've encountered so far. This is the strongest offensive I've encountered so far. I realize now that vulnerability itself can be a powerful weapon. They're pulling out all the stops. And I don't think my pants can take it. Jesus. Give in to the temptation. Nonsense. I could never do that. They're fellow lab members. My loyal assistant and my childhood friend. Must I? Is it truly the will of Steins Gate that I give in? That I raise my hand against my closest companions? If so, then how cruel the fates be. L. Sigh. Kaku. Jesus Christ. After a moment to collect myself, I put my phone away. I need some air. Good. Leave. Leave now.